Hello, I'm Just Lucky and welcome back to Satisfactory. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different than normal. We are going to be doing a world tour on everything that I've built so far in this world. We're approaching 200 hours of playtime in this world, which is my only world. And I just think it'd be fun to step back, take a look at everything, and kind of just go from there. So first, I guess we could start with the order of things, or like chronological order of things that we made, which would mean the first thing that we would go to, because all of this wasn't here. We started in this area, but we have built a lot of stuff here. We need to go to our first coal power plant, which is right over here. It shouldn't take very long to run there. It's just a little bit north, right about here. So really we should be able to run this way for about like 10 seconds and basically be there. Oh wait, we should grab these on the way because we don't have very much food. Perfect. Anyways, here we go. I'm going to be trying to do this video in one take. Hopefully, I probably won't edit it down, because I really want to just kind of like show like how far everything is apart from each other. I want to show there was another reason, but I forgot. Anyways, don't worry about it. It's not that important, obviously, or I wouldn't have forgotten. So this is our first coal plant. I forgot how much power it makes. It's 75 times like 1620, 75 times 20. Like 1400, not a ton of power, but it was pretty awesome to make. This was the first time we used any of the coal stuff or the water extractors. I think we have 2 water extractors set up for 4 of these, which is probably not efficient, but I'm not really sure. This is also the first time I found coal in this area. I think it was my first coal ever, really. And then I remember looking for coal and getting lost in like over there, like in like the red forest and stuff, and it was pretty scary, but that's fine. I remember building this really early on. Like as soon as we unlocked coal stuff, we messed with it and tried to build something cool. And I remember thinking this was a huge project, and I was like, can projects really get bigger than this? And yes, they can. They very much can. So I guess there's really not a lot to say about this one, except for it was really fun to build. And it's like, I remember being able to like just go over here on top of this cliff and just looking down at it and just being like, wow, that was the first thing. That was like one of the very first larger scale things that I built, and it was awesome. It's glorious. The second thing we built is we rebuilt our main area in the spawn area to what it is today. Well, no, not exactly. It was a little smaller, and then we rebuilt it a third time to make it what it is now. And I think the best way to show this off, because this is kind of all one system here, I think the best way to show it off is to come over here and start at our miners. So over here we have a bunch of miners. Ow, my eyes. Why was that so sparkly? They're kind of stopped right now. I think it's because everything is like full of materials, but so it's kind of backed up. Oh yeah, well it starts way over here. We'll start over here. So we have about, I think, 12, 8, 12? I don't even know. We have a lot of miners connected to this. Well, these are all Mark 1. Did I mean to do that? Yeah, for sure. Okay. So we have 6 miners over there. Each of these is a Mark 1 belt because we didn't need it to be any faster, and I built it pretty early, so we didn't really have the materials to build this many Mark 2 belts. But it basically transports all of the iron way over here to these iron, to these what do you call them? Miners, more miners, and we just basically transport this in the most simple way possible. I could replace this with like half as many belts if I wanted to, but that sounds like a lot of work, so I kind of want to just keep them here like this for now. And I built these walls just to make sure everything stayed lined up, because I was worried about things being like wonky after a while, but I don't think it's too big of an issue. And then it leads all the way over here. There is a couple miners underneath here, but they're going straight to the steel factory. And then we have a few more down here. There's this one and 3 more that are underneath this building. And then when we go in here, all of these are just smelter. Well, not this floor. Ignore this floor. It's just kind of wonky here. But we go in here and... Sorry about that, that was my dog dropping stuff. So we just have a ton of smelters in here, and it should be the correct number to like efficiently turn everything into iron ingots. We have 2 floors of it too. I don't know where the other one is. I don't know what happened. Oh, it's this and this. I don't know. I guess we walked by it. I don't know. And then all of the iron comes out of the right side. Oh no, fall damage. Over here. And gets moved across these into these constructors and stuff like those constructors. So over here we make iron rods and plates. Hold on, let me get up here. We make iron rods and plates. And then we kind of just move everything down this way. What are we making up here? Screws? Yeah. Wow, we actually have a ton of screws already made, just kind of sitting here. These are also making screws. And then this brings the screws, the plates, the rods up higher. We still have this ladder over here, so we can just take this. And then we have our more, like all of our other iron stuff. Not necessarily a lot of it. A lot of this could use so much updating. But we did it when we didn't have that much stuff unlocked. We take all of our materials to make more of the, to make all of the complex iron materials, and then we have them all stored here. Right here. Which is pretty nice. These are completely full. That's why everything's backed up. Wait, that looked weird. Copper sheets in there. Take those out. But yeah, we just have tons of storage here. And then we are going to move to our copper stuff really quick. This wasn't exactly built next. And actually, I built this. I ended up building this. Sorry about that. Between videos, so this is actually the first time that anyone is ever gonna see a tour of this. I didn't really mean to build it between videos, but we just needed a lot more copper for stuff, so I had to set it up. We basically have 2 miners coming in here, and these were Mark II miners, so I upgraded it eventually. Wait, no, I guess when I built it I had Mark II. I don't know, you get them kind of early. So this is just a bunch of like copper production, turning it into wire and cable, which actually I think that's like why is that disappearing? What was that? Yeah, I don't think we have copper sheets being made here. And also for some reason we have concrete being stored here, a lot of it actually. I mean, I meant to put it here, but I didn't think that it was gonna stay here for that long. I need to like make like an official like concrete factory, so we can just have like an unlimited supply. I mean, they're basically what this is, but I mean, we do have a limited supply. And then we take some of these materials over here, and they just end up going toward our steel factory for steel production, like steel manufacturing and advanced steel manufacturing. But we're gonna take a quick detour over here because we make copper sheets over here, because this was just like a oh, there's a copper node over here and we need copper sheets, so we're just gonna produce them way over here for some reason, and we don't have a way to go grab them. So basically we just, whenever I need them, I just go all the way over here like this, and it's not great, but it does the job. It's just 2 constructors, 2 smelters, keeping this full, and I just grab that whenever I'm about to do a project with a lot of pipes or something. So now we'll go back to over here. I'm kind of worried that this video is not going to be too long. I feel like for 200 hours, a lot of it is like just figuring stuff out. So I feel like I don't have that much built for 200 hours, but maybe I do. Maybe, I mean, I guess everyone like paces themselves differently in this game and like does things differently. I like imagine that I had more stuff for some reason, but you know what? We still have a lot of stuff to show off. So we have rotors, screws, iron, modular frames, wire, copper, all going down here. Honestly, this is probably one of my favorite spots of the entire map right now, because it's actually like designed and like kind of nice to walk in. Usually I would take just take this pipe or like walk on here. I just think it looks really good and I'm pretty happy with it. And then we have everything just kind of feed into here. Right now, all of our steel production, we could increase it so much now, but it was hard to get to coal when we first did this. So we only have a few foundries, I think 5. And it's all just coming off of this one coal thing with a Mark III belt and a Mark II, what's it called? Miner? On the coal node way over here somewhere. Wait, can you like mark stuff on the map? No, I didn't think so. Anyway, so this is our steel ingot production, and then we have constructors making steel pipes and steel beams. I forgot what they were called. That's fine. And then those are also fed over here to make all of our fantastic... Oh, wait, I just thought of something I need to fix really fast. It's just super fast. It's going to interrupt our thing, our tour a little bit. Also, this is a more concrete production, but it's not balanced and it's terrible. I just put it together really fast so I could get a little bit more concrete up here for these, but I definitely want to hook this up to here so that we can get some more heavy modular frames. So basically all of these materials end up going this way. Oh, are these made with Mark III belts? Yeah. And then we're over here, we're making... I actually forgot what we're making over here. Stators. Okay, we're making a ton of stators. And then on this side, we're making motors and these automated wiring. And we have a huge stash of them. But we haven't really needed too many automated wirings for stuff yet. And then we have heavy modular frames. Not a lot of them being made, but we have kind of like a bit of them stored up. I just reattached these, so we'll be making more. And what's over here again? Oh yeah, these. Versatile framework. I don't really know what we will use those for, but we have them. I don't know why I was talking quieter as the music got quieter, but I just felt weird about it. I'm trying to think. Did we make anything next? I think we ended up working on all of this stuff until... What did we do next? There was a gap in between getting this done and then starting to work on our oil. Just one moment. Okay, so I went to look at my channel. There really wasn't There really wasn't a gap between this and that. This took a long time, and then we went straight to the oil thing, and it took a while too. And so I guess there wasn't really like an in-between spot. So what I want to do is, it might take a little bit to run here, but I want to go to our quartz cave because I have a little bit of stuff built there. I do want to eventually build like a whole factory there for quartz stuff, but I remember it was just really far away, so I never ended up doing that. I think it won't take too long to run to though. But it is just something I was working on, so I do want to show it off in this tour because that's what we're doing basically, is just showing off stuff that we've worked on. I forgot that it was over here past this. I like barely ever go over here. Like I only went to the quartz cave when I first found it and when I was unlocking quartz research stuff so far. That's like the only times I've ever even been over here. That and when I was looking for coal, but that is also when I was doing the coal plant. I really don't think it's too far over here though. We should be able to get there probably within like a minute or so. Also, we're getting lots of barrel nuts, which is good because we had like none of them. That looks like death. We're gonna go the other way. Probably over here. Okay, I don't want to fight that guy. Is there a good way to go over here? Maybe there's not. Last time I drove a truck. I mean, this will work if we can get to it from here. Oh wait, is it right here? Wait, I thought it was further away. Wow, it's really not that far. Wow, I should get on this. This might be what we do next. I always say that about so many projects, but like I have to pick something, obviously. Let's grab our weapon and just kill these really fast. I don't know why they're out here. Okay. Grab these. So our quartz stuff, I always thought was way further away. It is not. I'm not too worried about it. It's not really anything special yet, but I do like this cave a lot, and I think building something in it would be really neat. Do we have any oscillators in here? Ooh, we have 10. We actually needed a few of these for something. I guess we're going to throw away these plates, whatever. But yeah, there's not really anything here. We're just mining it up, constructing it into quartz crystal, and then turning it into oscillators. But we were using biopower because we were so far away. Well, I thought we were further away. I guess it's not really important. I mean, it is not really close at the same time. Like, it's pretty far away. But it's... yeah, I don't know. I do want to work on that. So next, we're just going to go west and go to our oil platform, which is probably one of my favorite parts of, like, it was like our most recent project. Well, no, it wasn't. It was like our second most recent big project. Like a big project. And I think it's one of my favorite parts of the entire map so far. Fighting over the oil with all the monsters and bad guys there, not the best. But other than that, it was a lot of fun to get set up. How do we get over there? Can we turn here? We gotta go all the way to the beach. Well, I guess we'll get here this way. Hopefully. Hopefully without dying. We'll get that later. We are on a mission. Can we go west from here? It looks like it. Kind of. Oh, there we go. I bet this will go all the way to the beach. Hey, we made it. But But yeah, over here is definitely by far our biggest project. So once we can see it, which is there right there, we have 50 fuel generators, and I forgot how many refineries are over here, but there is a lot. This is our first project with oil, and then also with trains. We didn't build any trains yet before this. And then we ended up fixing up our train and making it way better pretty recently. So all of this is fueled off of these 4 completely overclocked, what is this, an oil extractor? And then we have them making plastic, rubber, and using all the, whoa, I actually didn't know I could fall through those. All the residue to make fuel. And also we have some just turning oil directly into fuel just because we didn't need more plastic and rubber. So these are the 50 beautiful fuel generators. I'm stuttering a lot, but that's fine. There is, I remember having a problem like with these, and it would like constantly, the ones at the end, even though like the math is correct, they would always turn off and on. And I'm not really sure why, but it just still happens. It shouldn't, but it's whatever, I guess. And then we had all of the refineries over here. I remember building these, and because they were so tall, I remember like at this point we never had this many buildings that were like so big, and it felt like almost like a city, and I thought it was so cool. And then we ended up doubling down and building this entire side. And then we have a fuel packaging area. Pretty cool if you ask me. Awesome. And then one of the coolest parts is the train system. We never finished the like circuit for this, so it doesn't bring the stuff to anything really yet. It just brings them to a bunch of awesome sinks. We're gonna have a factory where anything to do with rubber or plastic can be. Why do I keep falling off of this? Anything that's like rubber or plastic can be manufactured there, but we just never, what's the word? We just never built it. So it's just like a stop on the other side of the world where everything just gets fed into awesome sinks. And it's been doing that for a long time, so it'd be fun to see how many tickets are actually built up over there. Let's see when the train is coming. Oh, it just got to the other station, so I'm gonna be right back so that you don't have to wait for too long. All right, here comes our train. Nice and empty. It's gonna load on all of our cargo in a second once it stops, and then we're gonna head over to our awesome sink station. That's what it's called for now. I mean, that's not what it's actually called, but that's kind of what I call it. I always liked watching the train animations when they like load and unload because they just look so cool. Actually, I think all of the animations in this game look super fantastic. Like the space elevator, the truck stations are like kind of like the train station animations, but like way less, but like still really cool. I mean, just everything. Just the like constructors, like all the machines. I don't know, it's awesome to watch them. So now we're gonna go on a train ride all the way through our first area and to our station. So I rebuilt this pretty recently in our playthrough, and I mean, I don't really have much to say about it. I basically just straightened it out. It was like super wavy. I didn't know what I was doing. I built it when I first got train tracks unlocked and like railways, I mean. But I think it's a lot better now. It's a lot neater. I just got some ideas, watched some videos for inspiration and stuff like that so that I could build something a little better than what it was. And this is the end product of that. Oh yeah, we also have Caterium over there making quick wire. Not a whole lot to show over there. It's just a few miners. No, it's one miner, a few smelters, you know, the works. And then this goes down a little bit. And I decided to build this across the sky just because I thought it looked the best, to be honest. Because then if it needs to ever go anywhere else, then it can be out of the way of almost everything. Because we built some tall stuff first, like that. Like our ore highway, I guess. That's pretty tall. But everything else is mostly out of the way over here. But then we also have another railway that goes way higher, and we'll go to that next. Because that brings us to our most recent things. So now we just gain a ton of speed. Basically just gonna go like as fast as possible. And go down here to the station. Oh, we got some autosave lag. That's fine and dandy. And we're gonna check our awesome things. But we have to do it fast so we can get back on the train. Excuse me. We have 116 coupons. That's pretty nuts. I don't even know what we can get left in the awesome store. 116 is so much. Not the awesome store. What is it called? The awesome shop. That's what it is. But yeah, that's pretty crazy. But yeah. Wow, I say but yeah a lot. I'm just realizing that. The reason why I wanted to leave in like the train rides and stuff is so you can see like the things I've made, because I made the railway. And then you can also see the scenic things that I see when I go from location to location. I think that's really cool to share. So we're going to go back up here, and then we're going to get off and get on our other train, which its only purpose for now is to transport us. So it just kind of sits there and doesn't go to anywhere. It's not automated at all, because we want it to be in a place that we can just get on it whenever we want. But this train, we also use it to transport lots of materials for our current projects all the way to the desert. So I would go ahead and say that this train track is, I wouldn't say a huge project, but it took a little while, and it's just going very far. That's why it took a long time. It's pretty simple. It's probably like our second to last project. I'd say that, probably. Ooh, a purple slug's up there. I never realized that. Maybe I should go get it sometime. But there's one over there, too. Once we're up here, I'll show you on the map how far this is gonna go. Okay, so this basically just goes from here all the way to the desert, but it's quite far. I wish that there was like a key on the map to show like how far it actually is, like how much space on the map equals like 1 kilometer or something. I think that could be really interesting. Wait, I could look at the interactive map really quick and tell you how many kilometers of railway I have. I had it open. I guess I don't have it open anymore. That's really awkward. But you know what? That's fine. So yeah, there's this beautiful scenic route through all of these biomes that I haven't explored on foot yet, but I plan to. All these ramps right here are just to get to different various hard drive locations. Because my last couple streams that I did on my channel were just like trying to get a bunch of hard drives. I wasn't that successful, but I got like 8 or so, maybe 9, 10. I'm not really sure. But we got some good alternate recipes. I was hoping to get turbo fuel unlocked because I know how good it is. We were unsuccessful in that, but that's okay. So we're almost to the desert now. What is that? It's so green. That ore node. Oh, it's probably copper. I think copper nodes are green, but from way up here, maybe it was just a different color. Oh yeah, one weird thing about being this high, I think it has to do with being this high up, is everything goes into like low poly mode. Like when you look at the trees, well now they're not, but if you look at like really far away, everything is like low poly until you're very close to it. Watch, those trees will probably like texture pop. They did it on our way in, but I don't know how far away they need to be before we before they like de-render. But then we go down this slope of death as fast as possible. I mean, not by choice, we just don't have a choice because gravity is on the train side. And this is the desert where we plan on building lots of stuff. And we're going 230 kilometers per hour, and then we suddenly go 0. We die from whiplash, which is unlucky. And then the very last thing we've been working on, which is done by the way, is a power project, which is awesome to me. You can see it right there in the background right there. It was 100 coal generators all together. And I think this, well, in terms of like amount of structures, I think it's the biggest. I don't think I have 50 refineries or anything next to the 50 fuel generators I have. Plus I have a ton, I'll show you in a second, but I have a ton of water extractors over there. But yeah, this has to be like my biggest project so far. The whole oil refinery project is probably larger. Maybe, I don't know. But this was a lot of fun to set up. Also, I love being in the desert area. Like, I love the colors and like when the sun is like rising. Wait, is it rising or setting? Oh, I think it's setting. Well, it's fine because it's gonna get dark, but we have basically everything showed off in this tour already. So here I believe we have 40 water extractors, just kind of all lined up nice and neat so that all of our coal generators can get water. I didn't really realize how much water coal generators used. I mean, maybe I used to know when I first set up my first one, but it's kind of crazy. And I remember this being a little bit annoying to build all of this because there is some uranium under this, and I didn't really notice at first, but I was just getting radiation out of nowhere. Sorry, I have the hiccups. I am really sorry if that's like annoying. But over here, I think it's all of that. It's just really bad and unlucky. But yeah, I really like building in the desert. I can't wait to build more stuff and have more videos out and share my experiences in Satisfactory and other games. But I'm having a lot of fun. I plan on building lots of other things, and I hope you enjoyed this tour of everything that I've built in the first 200 hours of my playthrough. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.